Speaking of Diddy, y'all checked out that album?
Yes.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. Reggie gave it to us a little.
Absolutely. I don't know, maybe allegedly, but what do you guys
I ain't
think?
say nothing.
Because I might be biased. I've been reading everybody's reactions towards the Diddy album, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm biased or not.
What do you mean? Because you did did you interview him?
Yes, I did interview him.
Right.
But people that happened I feel like that happened a few weeks ago. But what you guys think?
That's kind of some bias. But I think it is probably the best project I've heard this year.
Okay, now that Alex said it, I can say it too. Because I just feel like I like love the album from literally the first time I pressed play. And then I was like, I didn't know if I'm just, biased. But then everybody started saying yes, that they love it too. Album of the year, guys.
I think it was, what was it, Reggie? 23, 24 songs?
It was really long. I think it was like 20. Yeah.
Like, right? In that range. Do you know how hard it is to make 23, 24 songs sound
that are fire?
Sound like 14, though?
Yeah, that sound really good.
I think it's because it was all R&B. That helped a lot.
Yeah, and he rapped on it, but he was calm about it.
He was Diddy.
He was Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
And most importantly, man.
Take that.
Take that. Yeah.
That's a great ad-lib. That's one of my favorite ad-libs in the world.
Take that. His new shit is...
Because think about all the ways you could say take that. All the people you could talk to while you're saying
That's how he was treating them in the studio, giving them whips and lashes when they hit. He said, yo, sing that shit in C sharp, bitch.
That's what he does.
I know that's what he do. And you can hear it on the album, man. I heard cats like Jacquees sound in...
How do you feel about Jacquees?
I've always felt like he was a throat singer.
Oh my God. Wait, we're having the exact same opinions right now. Yes. No, I've never been, I didn't hate him, but I just never understood because he's such a nasally singer. I never got into it.
Yeah.
But on this album.
She hates nasally singers.
Yes, Jacquees and Adam Levine. And on this album, Jacquees had one of the best features.
What?
Like, I was like, wow.
See what that Diddy touch do?
Yeah. Nah, he did.
See what that little Diddy touch do? And it was good to hear artists that, when I hear their music independently, I kind of want different things from them. On this Puff album, they sound exactly how you want them to sound.
Yeah. Cohesive.
Cohesive. Diddy's bringing back... You know what, too? What I wanted to talk about in R&B real quick. I feel like recently R&B has been getting too sleepy.
Ooh.
I am personally...
Like slow.
And I love slow music, but it's the way you do slow. See, even the slow joints on this have a bop on it.
Yeah.
It has a...
Who's the king of the bop?
Yeah, like you could still move to it, but it's R&B, and that's the thing that probably stood out to me.
Yeah, we could dance to this.
Yeah, and it's still R&B. I think that's the thing that stood out to me the most. And just showing that he could still do this shit, man.
Yeah.
We people have been critiquing him over the last couple months of where's the Love album, where's it at? Diddy said R&B is dead. I mean, damn, when you give an offering like this, you could kind of see the place he was pulling from and speaking from.
I'm gonna give a little bit of a critique.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, go.
Just a little bit.
We love critique.
Because I love the album.
Yeah,
I love the project.
critiques.
I love the artist on here. Everything made sense to me. But I never want to hear, I never want to read the headline that The Weeknd is no longer giving anybody a feature for the rest of his career. That's been the headline. I don't know if y'all saw it.
I seen it.
Okay.
The Weeknd is saying he's done.
Yeah, as The Weeknd.
He's done as The Weeknd. He's done giving features. He is just able.
He lying.
And he is just failing on HBO television shows. That's all he wants to do, right? That's it. He's wrapping it up.
They keep canceling shit over there.
So when I see The Weeknd featuring French Montana, a part of me died.
What you mean?
Why?
Because that nigga don't deserve a Weeknd feature, bro.
What do you? Yes, French sounded amazing.
Not us rewriting history.
French sounded amazing on that shit.
We're recording this in New York right now. I feel like we will always respect French Montana.
What? I think he deserved it, yo. It was Diddy album.
But that's not sexy.
It is sexy.
You think you thought it didn't work?
I feel like Diddy said, yo, you my mans. Everybody know Diddy and French are
I'll put you on.
Yo, I got you with a look.
Ciroc boys.
And he gave him a look. And shout out to French because he does deserve. He does deserve it.
I think French is a legend.
That's just leave if that's how you're going out.
Okay.
Just let him
like
go
your last
out
song
on his own. In Diddy.
I see what you're saying.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
I didn't really like the coordination between him and French. But everything else I loved.
My only critique with French is he keep looking for another unforgettable. You my man, French. Let it go. You my man. You caught one with that joint.
Yeah, that shit is like triple diamond.
Yo, you don't got to keep looking for the Afro beat joint with Sway Lee or another singer. It's cool. You're stamped. Mac and Cheese, all them series. You know how I feel. You know how we rocking. Come on, son.
Y'all like the Justin Bieber song on there?
One of the best songs on that project.
You know my answer.
Even the way it starts, you don't assume for Justin Bieber to start singing on that mug.
Yeah, I was like, I forgot you could actually sing.
Drums like the drums just start going and the melody come in. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think like musically that's the best song on the whole album. Absolutely. But my favorite is What's Love with Nova.
Oh man, that Nova wave.
Yeah.
Woo!
I love that.
Very impressed by the Diddy album. I don't have much critiques on it.
All right, cool. I'm glad we kind of discussed it. Reggie, real quick, before we wrap up with Diddy, I know you got a chance to kind of sit down and talk to him about the album. Like, what was his energy like? What was your experience like with Diddy?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was... I originally thought I was going to get like a one-on-one interview. I was like super excited. But then, you know, his busy schedule, like we kind of predicted that anything can happen. So I went in with, you know, just open intentions. And the TV, the on-camera people went first. So you have like the Entertainment Tonight and like all that stuff. So we were all in a room, you know, waiting, the press people. And just, I could tell it was interview after interview after interview. And he came in the beginning like, oh God, like high energy. Like we said hi to him at the beginning of the day, but then he did like probably like 30 interviews and I was like, fuck. And I was like almost last.
Oh shit.
And so they kind of just gave us like a group, you know, like session with him, just to like talk to him. So it wasn't a one-on-one, but we just, because it was a group session, it just felt like we were talking about like life and like where he's at in his career and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was fire. Like I really appreciated him because I could tell he was tired, but he gave us the best energy ever. Like he's really on that like love shit.
Yeah.
And we had like a stool for him to sit on, like a big fancy stool. He came in, he like took the stool, like he put it on the side of the room. He sat on the floor. He was like, all right, guys, let's talk. So I really like cherish that experience. He's a legend. And I used my like few, you know, I can't like take up the floor that long. So you have to pick your questions really carefully. And I asked him, I was like, I cited Nipsey Hussle's Breakfast Club interview. Nipsey Hussle says like, oh, when I think about Diddy, I think about his alley-oops. Like I think about how like in like who's out, who's not. Like he says, okay, put the sample here, Biggie, you come in here. Like he's like the playmaker. So I was like, what's your favorite alley-oop moment? And go on Vibe.com to read the answer. But yeah, and then it was just like.
Were you surprised by his answer?
Okay, fine. I'll just say it.
Don't give it. I want them to go to Vibe. So I just want to know if you were surprised by it.
It was. I wasn't surprised. I liked his answer, but I was a little surprised because there was like so many other names on it.
Got it.
But yeah,
that's a dope moment.
He's the best. He's the best. Came in, hugged everybody in the room.
See that?
Shout out to Diddy.
And salute to Diddy for still fucking for the old niggas. He giving me hope. Yeah. Oh, you didn't hear that this week?
His truth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. For those of you that don't know, Diddy sat down, did some promo with Young Miami, and she asked Diddy how long he goes, and he said, "Yo, when you go off the grid with me, we going all night." So that just gives me a lot of hope to still be in my 50s slanging crazy, close to 60s still slanging crazy. Okay. That's what I learned off the grid, because the album is called the Love album, right?
Off the Grid.
Off the grid.
Yeah.
So that off the grid for that nastiness,
they had to go like literally to like an island.
Had to go off the grid for a second.
I like that. that. Shout out to Diddy, man. Like I appreciate people like that.
Yeah, just like just thinking about it, like he really put out a great album.
He gets it.
Like I just love it.
He just
like
gets
it just happened. Like shout out to him. He's 3 decades in, still doing it.
Yeah.
He's just a shining example of like greatness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like people that still want to do it at a high level, people that still care about the craft. Like he could put out an album every year because he's not technically an artist, right? Where he has to get in the booth. He could always call favors and say, "Hey, I'm putting together an album." Like, and I hate to make this comparison, but I'm gonna do it. It's like DJ Khaled. I think the impact of his albums kind of lost a little bit of that luster because it felt like he was just getting favors from his friends and some of the bigger artists, and a lot of people were just doing things just to do it, compared to actually caring and curating the way that Diddy did with this project. Like I feel like he really took his time with it, and that's super appreciated. A lot of people say a lot of things about Diddy. One thing you can't say about him is that he can't produce a body of work.
Absolutely.
He can't produce a hit. He can't, curate a actual sound. And I think, there's a testament to still having a sound in a space today where everything is so, just consumed by different sounds and unoriginal. Like he still has his own original, authentic sound of who he is. And so shout out to Diddy for that.
And most importantly, just the care, the end of. You mentioned Khaled. We can clearly see people who are chasing numbers and milestones versus the people that are really just trying to do it for the art. And salute to both. Everybody has their different ways that push them or motivate them, but you can clearly see this here.
And we know Diddy and DJ Khaled, they're close, they're friends.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
And so I would love to see how Diddy's album could potentially rub off on the DJ Khaled,
I
because
agree.
the last true album that I listened to DJ Khaled and I felt like he cared and the people around it cared
Major Key.
was Major Key.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
And after Major Key, it became mainstream and it became, let me get the biggest names on the biggest songs.
And then just put them on.
And let me just put it all together.
Yeah.
And it kind of, you almost water down your own product. And it's great that you can get a Drake song. And it's great that you can get Quavo and Justin Bieber and Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and all these folks. But like, we can tell as a consumer, like, we're a little bit smarter today. You know, we just don't accept things for face value.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the reasons why when Tyler, the Creator, beat him out in his first week sales, he kind of was shocked by it. And he started like fake hating and fake dissing and
Not
sneak
real
diss.
hating.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that moment was
Real
really
hating.
salty, really salty.
He said, yeah, we listen to my type of music you can actually hear, not the shit that you can't understand.
I love how you knew the exact quote. He does this. Alex does this, guys.
That's what he said.
But he was hating, you know, and I think a lot of the reason he was hating
That
was
was
because
hate.
you wasn't putting out like some heat.
He said,
or
hey,
something.
you know, my music, you can hear it in the barbershop, you know, because you can actually hear it. That's what he said. He said, not that weirdo shit that you don't know what's going on.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Yeah.
Shout out to Tyler. I love his music.
Shout out to Tyler, man. And again, I hope this kind of pushes people who are in the same, you know, space as Diddy to just put out the best music possible and like actually care about it and don't just do it because you can. Because again, like we said, for you to even get a weekend feature, honestly, that's bigger than a Drake feature. And not saying it has
No,
more.
it's
No.
it's
Just listen to what
I'm listening.
You
I'm
ain't even let
listening.
me finish my shit, bro.
I'm listening.
Ain't even let me finish my shit, bro.
I'm listening.
I'm not saying it's more impactful. What it's harder to get a weekend feature, especially in hip.
Yeah.
That's all I meant by that. I'm not like, chill. Just let me finish my thoughts, bro. Like,
You got it.
You don't see that many weekend features compared to a Drake.